Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap of the new episode of Nanatsu no Taizai, Seisen no Shirushi, or you could call it the 7 Deadly Sins, Signs of the Holy War, which is on episode 3. This episode did not have much going on, but it's just an interaction between two characters, which is pretty cool, it's fun. But the ending right there is a big signal of what's to come. Me as a manga reader knows what to expect, and I hope that event happens, because that, if it ends it off like that right there, one thing for sure, there's no way in hell that it can't just end it right there. And what I mean by end it, I mean by ending it. I'm pretty sure a lot of manga readers would know what I'm talking about. So, and especially you anime only, since I kind of gave out some what's to come. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, we have to it that Diane and King are watching the fireworks, and then, it's going back to the bar, and everyone's having fun. They all knocked out drunk. Elizabeth's cleaning up the mess. Hauser tells King that Diane is, going around town helping people out. And, of course, Diane does help people out, and there were, at first, that the humans kind of found some disgust after they realized who she was. And she kind of apologizes for scaring them and so forth, and King was watching by, it's a bystander, as he's not interfering, and he wants to see what the reaction would be. But the humans tells Diane, we're the ones that should apologize, because we thought that in the Nanatsu no Taizai, you guys were our enemies all this time. But we really appreciate the fact that you helped us out and so forth. So we thought you wouldn't forgive us, yada yada yada. And of course, Diane and King have a small date, having fun, hanging out, and of course they end up playing a game called tag, and this makes King remembers that day how they played the game. And Diane told King, I'll tell you what, I'll do anything for you if you get me, and they end up having some fun, and they end up seeing a wedding and so forth between two people. And Diane tells King, do you know that these humans usually have short lifespans, and they have hand-to-hand marriage, and then so they could give life to the new generation, which is something pretty cool, not too bad, I really enjoy that in a certain way, in many times to come, as Diane tells about what marriage really means and so forth. Of course, they get interrupted by a new type demon, and King and Diane took care of it no problem, although they did have some problems later. And King asked Diane to answer one question for him, since Diane says, since you caught me, what do you want me to do? And King says, answer this question for me. Do you remember? Did you just regain your past memories? And Diane's kissing him on the cheek and says, does that answer your question? And King's like, wait, what is that supposed to mean? He gets hit by a rock and gets knocked out. He wakes up, apparently doesn't remember what happened. Even Diane was just laughing a bit. After the credits, we have to it that this flying arm, that's this flying thing whatsoever, well, it's an arm obviously, knowing that I gave it away, is Hendrickson himself. And Hendrickson had brought with him some demon-like object, possibly, or something, or it's just some kind of green object. Well, I kind of gave it away, but yeah. Anyways, we have to it that he has a dream and sees Dreyfus talking to him and so forth, and we have to it that Dreyfus heals him and ends up healing Hendrickson somehow. And we have to it that Dreyfus tells Hendrickson to do what you are meant to do, And that is one thing that we all know what to expect. All you guys that anime only should be watching the first season before watching this one, because this one is very relatable, not to mention what is to come. And the way how it ended like that, at that ending right there, depending what happens next week's episode, it's going to be a total blast, and it will be very, very terrible. And I don't mean terrible in terms of quality, and this OVA series is terrible in general, but I will give my explanation later in next week's final OVA. Especially all you manga readers knows what's to come after watching that ending. This is really gonna make things go crazy, that's for sure. I mean, looking forward to next week's to the next OVA, It's Gother's turn, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but I hope they make the continuation of this week of like in the OVA 3's ending to connection to OVA 4 ending, because that is a great connection and it's been built up to that point. So all you anime onlys are going to be really shocked. Us manga readers are going to know what's happened. So this episode right here is just about Diane and King, that's about it. But that ending right there is the big signal of what's to come. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm off Lazito. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.